Ilini fell into Pudu, and his 4-game winning streak was interrupted. West Lafayette, Indiana. Jaden, Ivey and Eric Hunter Jr. provided the second-half muscle number 3 Purdue on Tuesday night. They didn't even need much help from their big guys. Read more. Chicago First Alert Weather, another mild day. Afternoon Flurries Possible Hunter scored all 9 of his points during a game-changing run to start the second half, and Ivey scored 26 points, 22 coming after he got angry, to help the Boilermakers run away from number 13 Illinois 84-68. Usually when I don't get a call, or an obvious call, I usually get mad and take it out in the game, Ivey said. That's all I can do. Eric just says keep playing, and that's what I did. Ivey was terrific on what turned into family night. He went 10 of 17 from the field, had 6 assists and 4 rebounds in front of his mother, Niela, the Notre Dame women's basketball coach. Purdue won its 6th straight to move into a share of the conference lead. The only blemish, Ivey came up 1 point short of matching his career high. Turns out, it didn't matter. One thing Matt's done of late is to quit screwing around, get the ball to Ivey and get everyone out of the way. Fighting Illini coach Brad Underwood said, referring to Purdue coach Matt Painter. Anyone who doesn't know what a pro looks like, that's what they look like. Illinois was led by Kofi Cockburn, who had 18 points and 7 rebounds. Andre Curbelo added 15 points as the Fighting Illini had a 4-game winning streak snapped. The hype for this game began almost as soon as the final buzzer sounded in Purdue's double overtime victory last month, and took on even more urgency when conference officials moved the game up 2 days from the initial schedule for a clash between conference contenders. The rematch didn't disappoint. A boisterous, early-arriving crowd kept the decibel level high all night, especially as the Boilermakers started pulling away midway through the second half. But it also energized Purdue, which had a slow start and endured a series of back-and-forth moments. But after Curbelo drove the length of the floor for a buzzer-beating layup to give Illinois a 38-36 halftime lead, Hunter opened the second half with 9 points during a 16-8 spurt that put Purdue up 52-46 and whipped the crowd into a frenzy. The Boilermakers never trailed again and sealed the victory with a 14-2 run. Read more. Tempers flare at Algonquin School District 300 board meeting with mask requirement still in place after downstate judge's ruling. He just let it come to him tonight, Painter said, referring to Ivey. He made great decisions, and a couple of those pull-ups are shots he hasn't even really taken this year. He's come a long way since the start of the season. Big picture. Illinois, Tuesday's loss is not debilitating. The Illini are tied with Purdue and number 14 Wisconsin atop the Big Ten. But it certainly makes the championship journey more challenging, especially after getting swept by the Boilermakers. Expect Illinois to rebound quickly and in impressive fashion. Purdue, the Boilermakers have been the Big Ten's highest-ranked team most of this season now. After starting 1-2 in conference play, they finally have a share of the league lead. Purdue has gone 98-11 in their last 109 home games, and this time did it with the kind of balanced attack it will need to make a deep NCAA tournament run. Poll implication. With number 1 Auburn losing Tuesday night and the Boilermakers with 2 more chances to impress voters this week against Michigan and Maryland, Purdue could be in position to claim the top spot for the second time this season, and the second time in school history. The loss shouldn't hurt Illinois too much. Scary moment. Illini guard Trent Frazier had the biggest scare of the night when he fell to the floor clutching his left knee with 8:15 to play. Replays appeared to show his knee and Ivey's knee collided. Frazier needed help to reach the bench, though he returned a short time later and finished the game. He wanted in, so we let him back in, Underwood said. I don't know the extent of everything yet, but it was great to see him get back in. Up next, Illinois hosts in-state rival Northwestern on Sunday. Purdue travels to Michigan on Thursday for a rescheduled game. More news. Chicago First Alert Weather. Clouds increase overnight with mild temperatures.